Imagine a world thousands of years ago where myth and history blur into a fascinating blend of possibilities. The Ramayana, one of the greatest epics of ancient India, narrates the story of Lord Rama, his devoted companions, and the legendary Vanar Sena, the monkey army that helped him defeat the mighty demon king Ravana. For centuries, these stories have been viewed through the lens of faith, metaphor, and divine intervention. But what if this tale hides a deeper truth rooted in anthropology? What if the Vanasena weren't monkeys as we think of them today, but an ancient, now extinct group of humans, Neanderthals? This might sound like the plot of a science fiction movie, but the theory isn't as far-fetched as it first appears. Let's explore. The word Vanar is often translated as monkey or ape. In Sanskrit, however, the term has a more nuanced meaning. Van means forest and Nar means man. Together, Vanar could be interpreted as forest people. This opens up the possibility that the Vanar Sena were not literal monkeys, but a tribe of humanoids who lived in the forests, distinct from the more civilized human societies of the time. And this is where the link to Neanderthals begins to form. Neanderthals, an ancient species of hominids, roamed the earth long before Homo sapiens dominated. They were robust, powerful beings with exceptional physical strength, well adapted to harsh environments. While Neanderthals went extinct around 40,000 years ago in most parts of the world, it is possible that isolated groups survived longer in specific regions. Could the Vanasena have been remnants of these Neanderthal populations? The similarities between the descriptions of the Vanasena and what we know of Neanderthals are intriguing. The Vanasena was renowned for their immense physical strength and agility. Hanuman, their leader, is described as leaping across oceans, uprooting mountains, and wielding colossal boulders. While Hanuman is considered divine in Hindu tradition, the rest of the Vanasena also demonstrated extraordinary abilities, building a massive bridge to Lanka using stones and logs, engaging in fierce battles against Ravana's forces, and displaying unwavering loyalty to Rama. Now, consider the Neanderthals. Fossil evidence shows that they were significantly stronger than modern humans, with denser bones and a larger muscle mass. They were capable of extraordinary physical feats, making them ideal warriors in a time when brute strength was essential for survival. Moreover, research suggests that Neanderthals had a social structure that emphasized cooperation and loyalty within their groups. These traits align closely with the depiction of the Vanasena in the Ramayana. In the Ramayana, the Vanasena are described as different from humans, not quite animals, but not entirely like the humans of Ayodhya or Lanka. They are portrayed as having fur-covered bodies, animal-like faces, and immense physical prowess. These descriptions could align with how an ancient civilization might perceive Neanderthals, who had prominent brow ridges, larger noses, and stockier builds compared to Homo sapiens. Furthermore, the Vanasena lived in forested areas away from urban centers, much like how Neanderthals lived in caves and natural shelters. They were skilled in basic construction and survival techniques, as evidenced by their ability to build the Rama Setu bridge. Could this reflect the ingenuity of a Neanderthal-like group adapting to their environment with the tools and knowledge available to them? Of course, the Ramayana is not just a historical text, it's a deeply spiritual and symbolic epic. Many argue that the Vanasena represents the primal, untamed side of humanity, which is harnessed by Rama, the epitome of dharma and virtue, for a noble cause. From this perspective, the Vanasena, being monkeys, could symbolize their connection to nature, their raw strength, and their instinctive loyalty. But what if this symbolism was inspired by real encounters? Ancient humans may have coexisted with Neanderthal-like tribes in certain regions, interacting with them, and perhaps even forming alliances. Over time, these interactions could have been mythologized into the story of the Vanasena. While this theory is fascinating, it is important to note that there is no direct archaeological evidence to support the idea that Neanderthals lived in India during the time of the Ramayana. Most Neanderthal fossils have been found in Europe and Western Asia. However, other hominid species such as the Denisovans are known to have existed in parts of Asia, and genetic evidence suggests that early humans interbred with these groups. It's possible that the Vanar were an entirely different hominid group, unique to the Indian subcontinent, whose traces have yet to be discovered. The idea that the Vanar Sena might have been Neanderthals or some other ancient humanoid species challenges us to look at mythology through a new lens. It bridges the gap between science and spirituality, showing how ancient stories can preserve fragments of forgotten history. Whether or not this theory is true, it sparks curiosity and encourages us to question the boundaries between myth and reality. So, were the Vanar Sena Neanderthals? Perhaps, or perhaps they were a unique group of beings, remembered and revered in the Ramayana as a testament to their strength, loyalty, and contribution to the triumph of good over evil. Whatever the truth may be, the Vanar Sena remains one of the most fascinating aspects of the Ramayana, a reminder that even the most primal forces can rise to greatness when guided by virtue and purpose. What do you think? Were they mythical creatures, symbolic figures, or ancient humans lost to history? The mystery of the Vanar Sena is one that continues to captivate and intrigue, inviting us to explore the endless possibilities of our past.